Financial freedom has been a goal in my mind for a very long time now, but a part of me questions whether or not it's even possible. Is it a myth? And if it isn't, how do I get there? Today, we're gonna use AI or ChatGPT to help us out. We're gonna use our advanced voice mode free trial, or I guess like 15 minutes, to try and get there. So let's ask ChatGPT. Hi, is financial freedom a myth or does it exist?
Hey there. Financial freedom is definitely a real concept for many people, but it can mean different things to different folks. For some, it's having enough savings and investments to cover their living expenses without needing to work. For others, it's about having the flexibility to pursue passions or hobbies without financial stress. It's achievable with careful planning, saving, and investing, but it looks different for everyone. What's your take on it?
My take on it is the first one that you just mentioned, how basically I have maybe like enough streams of income where I don't necessarily have to work, where I'm still able to live.
That sounds like a solid goal. Building multiple streams of income can definitely provide more security and flexibility. It might involve investments, side businesses, or passive income sources. The key is to find what works best for you and aligns with your interests. Do you have any specific streams of income in mind that you're working on?
Actually, I wanted to ask you that question. If I wanted to say, gain financial freedom as fast as possible, with also being realistic, let's say like maybe in the next 3 to 5 years, what would I need to do? What is the fastest way to get there if I were to do like anything?
Achieving financial freedom in 3 to 5 years is ambitious, but possible with dedication and smart planning. Here are some steps you could consider. 1. Increase income. Look for opportunities to increase your earnings, whether through a higher paying job, freelance work, or starting a side business. 2. Reduce expenses. Cut down on unnecessary spending and focus on saving as much as possible. 3. Invest wisely. Consider investing in stocks, real estate, or other assets that can generate passive income over time. 4. Build multiple income streams. Diversify your income sources to reduce risk and increase stability. 5. Financial education. Continuously educate yourself about personal finance and investment strategies. Remember, it's important to stay realistic and adjust your plan as needed. What do you think?
Okay, that's definitely a good list and everything, but I feel like this is still something that feels intangible. I need some tangibility behind it. So let's say in this day and age, calculating for inflation as well, let's say we wanted to reach financial freedom within like 5 years. Let's give it that timeline, 5 years. What numbers would I need to hit to reach that financial freedom? Like, how can I do it?
I understand the need for more concrete targets. Let's break it down into some general steps and numbers. Keep in mind, these are rough estimates and can vary based on individual circumstances and location. 1. Calculate annual expenses. First, figure out your current annual expenses.
Say that we're living in Southern California and we don't need something that's like too crazy of a house or something.
Got it. Let's use Southern California as our reference point. Assuming a moderate lifestyle, let's estimate your annual living expenses at around $60,000 per year, considering housing, food, transportation, healthcare, and other essentials. Now, let's calculate how much you might need to achieve financial freedom. 1. Determine the financial freedom number. A common rule is the 4% rule, which suggests that you can withdraw 4% of your investments annually without running out of money. So, if you need $60,000 a year, your target investment portfolio would be $60,000 over 0.04 equals $1.5 million. 2. Calculate monthly savings goal. To reach $1.5 million in 5 years, you'd need to save and invest a significant amount each month. Assuming an average annual return of 7% on investments, you can use a financial calculator or online tool to determine the exact monthly savings needed. Generally, you'd need to save around $15,000 to $20,000 per month, depending on the rate of return and other factors.
Wait, so let me get this clear. What you're saying is, in order to reach financial freedom for this circumstance, you have to have $1.5 million in some sort of account that gives you 4% interest, and you can use that interest to pay off your living expenses.
Exactly. The idea is based on the 4% rule, which suggests that if you have a portfolio of investments worth $1.5 million, you could withdraw 4% annually, $60,000, to cover your living expenses without depleting your principal amount. Keep in mind, this is a general guideline, and individual needs can vary. Some people may need more or less depending on their lifestyle, expenses, and other factors. It's also important to consider inflation and potential market fluctuations.
Okay, got it. So the goal is essentially to reach $1.5 million as fast as possible, right?
Yes, that's correct. The goal is to build up a portfolio of around $1.5 million, which would allow you to withdraw 4% annually to cover your living expenses, aiming for financial freedom. To achieve this in 5 years, you'd need to save and invest aggressively, factoring in your income, expenses, and investment returns. It will require careful planning, disciplined saving, and smart investing. If you have any specific questions or need guidance on steps to take, feel free to ask.
All right, so let's ask the question, how do we get $1.5 million as fast as possible? What is the best approach for this?
To accumulate $1.5 million as quickly as possible, you'll need a strategic approach focusing on increasing income, disciplined saving, and smart investing. Here's a general plan. 1. Increase your income. Seek higher paying job opportunities or negotiate your salary. 2. Consider side hustles or freelance work to supplement your income. 3. Reduce expenses. Create a strict budget and cut unnecessary costs.
Okay, let's go ahead and skip the obvious stuff. So, what kind of businesses are the best to start in order to achieve this?
Focusing on businesses with high growth potential can help you reach your financial goals faster. Here are some types of businesses to consider. 1. Tech startups. Technology-driven businesses, such as software development, apps, or SaaS, software as a service, can scale quickly and attract significant investment. 2. E-commerce. Selling products online through platforms like Shopify, Amazon, or your own website can reach a broad audience with relatively low overhead. 3. Digital marketing agency. Providing services like SEO, social media management, and online advertising can be highly profitable. 4. Real estate investing. Flipping houses, rental properties, or real estate crowdfunding can generate substantial returns. 5. Subscription services. Offering subscription-based products or services can provide recurring revenue and customer loyalty. Each business type has its own set of challenges and requires careful planning and execution. It's important to choose something that aligns with your skills, interests, and market demand.
Okay, let's say if you're starting off with 0 skills, which of these would you recommend for someone to do if they wanted to get that 1.5 million as fast as possible?
Starting from scratch, some business models might be more accessible and quicker to scale. Here are a couple of options to consider. 1. E-commerce. Starting an online store with dropshipping can be relatively low cost and doesn't require holding inventory. You can learn about trending products, target specific niches, and utilize platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce. 2. Digital marketing agency. Offering services like social media management, content creation, or SEO can be started with minimal upfront investment. You can leverage online courses and tutorials to build your skills quickly. Both options allow you to start with minimal initial investment and have the potential to scale rapidly if executed well. Focus on learning and delivering value to build a strong foundation.
Okay, so digital marketing agency as well as dropshipping are the two that are the best.
Yes, those two options are great starting points, especially if you're looking to build a business quickly with minimal upfront costs. 2. Digital marketing agency. You can start by offering services like social media management, content creation, and SEO.
But what is dropshipping exactly?
Dropshipping is an e-commerce business model where you sell products to customers without holding any inventory yourself. Here's how it works. 1. Set up an online store. You create an online store using platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce where you list products for sale. 2. Partner with suppliers. You work with suppliers who handle inventory and shipping. When a customer orders a product from your store, you purchase it from the supplier, who then ships it directly to the customer. 3. No inventory management. Keep products in stock. You don't need to worry about warehousing or inventory management. This reduces overhead costs. 4. Focus on marketing and customer service. Your main role is to market the products, manage the online store, and provide customer service. Dropshipping allows you to start an e-commerce business with low upfront investment, but success depends on choosing the right products and effective marketing strategies.
Okay, got it. So if I were starting from 0, that's what I would do. But let's say I have a background of doing YouTube and making a lot of videos. Social media agency.
But you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
No!
You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
They really downgraded that voice. It used to be slightly better, but it feels like really, I guess, monotone now. I will actually consider upgrading to Plus. But that is the best we can do right now using AI voice chat. Of course, we can actually use the chat itself to get more background, but it seems like we have discovered what the 2 best options are if I wanted to reach financial freedom as fast as possible, which is number one, starting a social media agency, and number two, doing some drop shipping. So I think those are going to be 30-day challenges coming up at a certain point, thanks to this session right here. So I think that answers the question, whether or not financial freedom is a myth. It is not a myth. It is possible if you can achieve, well, it depends on where you live and everything, but if you're in California and you want to, you probably still need to work a little bit or at least do some things on the side. I don't think this could maintain you forever because of inflation and everything like that. But the whole 1.5 million plus the 4%, that is something I've actually known for a while. That's something I've thought of because I've invested some of my money in like 4.5% like corner market, money market accounts and stuff like that. So it's something I've been heading towards already, but I wanted to ask ChatGPT's opinion on the matter. And it's cool that, it came out, it generated it without me saying like, oh, is this it? It told me basically that was how to do it. So it does exist, it's possible. You just have to get $1.5 million through some sort of business, and those are the two easiest ones. So yeah, I guess we'll try some 30-day challenges. We'll see you guys then. Peace.